first go to our guest, our eyewitness of the moment. Arvind Sawant is the Shiv Sena MP who was there in the Lok Sabha when this happened. Mr. Sawant, describe what you saw first when this happened this afternoon. What was your first reaction when you saw people jumping into the Lok Sabha gallery, and what exactly did you see, sir?
Let me tell you, first is that the business was going on coolly in the parliament. The jurors business was continued. Mr. Shashi Tharoor was placing some demands on jurors. I was sitting beside Dr. Ashwini, who is the minister, and the Mansukh Mandviya ji. I was having some issues to discuss with them. And luckily, my view was there. I was not looking at the chair, I was looking at him. So naturally, the visitors gallery was very much visible to me. And I saw a person stood, a young lad stood there. For a moment he was standing, then suddenly he jumped and hold it, the bar was there, and hang himself for a moment. He was hanging, like a jula, he was there. And then he jumped inside. After jumping inside, he stood for a moment and then started jumping on the benches. And during Juror and other time, the number of the member of parliament is very few over there. But then the moment he jumped on the bench, suddenly the member of parliament were sitting on the other side, every side of the person who jumped from the top, they stood up and gherowed him. He was trying to escape. He was trying either sometime. He went on moving ahead also. Now he did not stop on one bench. He went on jumping on some few benches. But then the members gathered together, joined and caught him finally. Till that time, it was, okay, somebody has jumped, somebody has jumped, the incident.
No, but what you are saying, he seems to be well trained, because he seemed to know, jumping from the visitors gallery into the Lok Sabha is not easy. So he seemed to know where to go, what to do. Did you get that sense that these were people who may have done a recce before this?
I don't think, but because the other guy also followed him. But this guy was going ahead. And then what was his intention? Nobody knows. I did not take it. I mean, such incidents have happened in the past. In my assembly also it has happened long back. But then after catching hold of him, the smoke came. The color smoke came. And that moment, I felt it very serious. I felt it very serious. I said the gases which are emanating from whatever the source he was having with him, and through that the smoke has come out. Yellow color smoke was there. I suppose that smoke would have been a poisonous one, hazardous one, what would have happened? And then the issue became very serious. At least for me, it has become very serious. I said absolutely dangerous things were happening. Somehow the marshal came running. He caught hold of him, took him to the security, and then the security took charge of him.
Was there Mr. Sawant, was there any sense of panic? Did any of the MPs panic when all this commotion happened around them? Did you think this was maybe a terror attack?
No. That's really a great thing of every parliament, of everybody. Nobody got panic. On the contrary, see, had it been panic, people would have ran away. Nobody ran away. They rushed to him, caught him. That's a big thing, nobody ran away. I saw Rahul Gandhi.
Who do you blame for the security breach, Mr. Sawant?
It's a lapse on the security, part of the security. Very, very serious lapse. I do remember when the old parliament, I had been there in the visitors gallery. Even if we moved a little bit and talk to someone, a colleague, very small, the attendant is to come and sit properly, don't talk to anyone. That sort of thing was not there. Even the first person jumped, nobody rushed in the visiting gallery. I did not see any security rushing in the visitors gallery. From security side, I don't know how it has happened. But then, why attendants were not there? There is a lapse of the security. Then it starts with the entry itself. We are the people who give recommendation for the passes. We are the people. We do not know who's going inside them. That person, we have to also see that the member also should see to whom we are recommending. And the security metal detector is there, but such liquid form or a powder form. In that, how can you dictate it? I mean, the metal detector can detect the metal, but how can you detect the powder form?
Tell me an honest answer. Is this new parliament building more difficult to manage security because there seems to be only one big gate? Everyone, MPs, visitors are all entering through the same gate?
Mess. It's a mess, I can tell you. It's a mess.
It's a mess.
Look at the old. We had 3-4 gates. The Rajya Sabha members used to go from the other gate. We used to go from 3 gates. One gate was there for the honorable speaker. Another gate number was there. In 3 gates were there for member of parliament.
You are telling me
hall was there. It's a mess, I'm thinking. Your sound system is also not good.
a member of parliament is telling me the new parliament building is a mess and a security nightmare. Is that what you believe it is?
Yes, I am saying it. Mess, I am saying it. Sir, you just come along with, I'll take you around and see what is happening. The library is at no, I mean, there is no system as such. I feel very sorry. It's a big, theater, what you call in the European countries, what is that? Show they conduct. That sort of theater look like that. You make, it's not, it's not visible, it's not audible. Both the things are not. Look at the chairman, look at the speaker, he is so far away. Sit at the rear gate, chair, on the last chair and see how far the speaker is there.
Would I be right there for
eye-catching distance? The member should be at the eye-catching distance. What is that? You are so far away.
Would I be right in saying that this is a wake-up call? That the parliament, are you saying the parliament security staff and government should wake up that the new parliament is not safe, you are saying, for MPs?
2 things. One is that you have used a very right word, wake-up call. It's a wake-up call. Being a custodian of the house, the honorable speaker must see that the securities they are not trained. I came to know that their young guys are there who are not from police or something. That is another part. Secondly, the Home Minister of the country. The Home Minister of the country is equally, he should take onus of it. He should take onus of it. The Honorable Home Minister of the country must take onus of it.
Okay.
Carry the responsibility.
Arvind Sawant making strong words there, saying the security in parliament is a complete mess. I appreciate you joining me. You're not the first person who's told us. A lot of MPs have been complaining off the record about the way the new parliament security is. Question, who then is to blame for the security breach? What are the chinks that have been exposed? Are there finally too many agencies involved in parliament security? How does one ensure foolproof parliament security? P.K. Mishra is former director, Parliament Security, and Ellen Rao is former IPS officer. I appreciate both of you joining us. P.K. Mishra, you heard maybe the member of parliament who was an eyewitness there, Arvind Sawant, saying the new parliament building security is a mess. There's just one big gate. Everyone is moving through it, unlike the previous parliament. Do you believe this should be a cause of concern? How could people enter so easily?
Yes, Rajdeep, I can well tell you I was there in the old parliament, and I've seen when it happened in 2001, the incident when happened, and because we had various gates, building number 1 and building number 2, 3, 4, and building number 3 is the entry point of Honorable Chairman of Rajya Sabha. And it so happened that on the day in 2001 when it happened, when the firing started, the building gates were closed. And that is how the lives of all MPs were saved. Here what happens, the entry point, of course, the Honorable MP was telling correctly. We had building number 1, building number 2 and building number 3 gates. They were the entry points, even building gate number 7, 8 also. They were all entry points of various other MPs. Only building gate number 3 was for Honorable Speaker, building gate number 5 was for PM, and building gate number 3 was for Chairman Rajya Sabha. All other gates up to 8 and 9, they were there for other MPs, and the frisking was going on very nicely. Here, there is only one point, and I can well tell you, there are 3 layers of security and one additional. Earlier it was of the rank of IG. Now it is there is one additional DG of police who is in charge of the security of the new parliament, and he is taking He is having coordination with Delhi Police, IB, and the Parliament security staffs of both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, and so was also with CRPF and
No, but if you have a three-tier security, then how does such a big security breach take place? No, Mr. Mishra, if there's a three-tier security, how does the security breach take place? Obviously, somewhere something is going wrong.
Exactly. Definitely something has gone wrong. The security frisking has not been done correctly, and at every stage, at the time of entry through the reception, at the entry of the building gates, at the entry of the public gallery, all the three places when they were checked, the checking has not been done properly. Even though technical equipments, all the frisking dogs, everything is they are available, but definitely it is a breach of security. The frisking has not been done correctly, and there was a mess. And it is the biggest security lapse and breach of security in the Parliament. It is just that God saved us, because this 4 persons, this is not 4 persons only, 2 more persons are involved, and there may be a group who may be involved also. This has been planned much before. It's not that in 1 or 2 days they have entered. They have recorded it. They have recorded through other sources.
But we are being told
and how to jump.
We are being told, L.N. Rao, former IPS officer, that they were carrying these canisters in their shoes, and the checking system does not extend to shoes. Do you buy that?
Yeah.
Yes, Rajdeep, definitely it is a matter of fact that they carried that plastic container.
1 minute, Mr. Mishra, 1 minute. Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Rao.
No doubt, Rajdeep ji, they were carrying this plastic canister, having this powder and the gas powder which was used inside the Parliament. Definitely, it is a mere fact. But the bigger question is that how they could reach there. That is the most important thing. It seems that the searching, frisking at the point of entry, access control was not proper. And then,
no, they were carrying it in their shoes. No, Mr. Rao, the claim is that they were carrying it in their shoes. The shoes are not being scanned or frisked. You don't ask people to remove their shoes.
Because there is no machine for scanning. There are machines that are indicators. They can indicate this metal detector. But I think that the detector of the plastic and that equipment containing that plastic, that gas or powder was not detected at all. Then it needs to be our equipments to be modernized, and that should be.
Does your equipment include finding out what is in someone's shoes? Do you ask for people's shoes to be removed? I don't think you do.
Yeah, no doubt, no. The shoes must be removed. Like you and all, we are going to the airport for foreign trips, and our shoes are also removed, because these maybe that the machine could not detect that when we are wearing the shoes, they could not detect, and then the shoes are taken into takeoff, and then the searching frisking is done.
So you are saying that the shoes should have also been removed, but Mr. Mishra, is that standard operating protocol in Parliament? Do the security ask you to remove shoes? I don't recall in all these years of covering Parliament anyone asking us to remove shoes.
Not at all. It is not in the SOP at all. But now we have to think.
They don't do it, but I think the way it is happening everywhere in the world, particularly in aircrafts and airports, all the IDs and explosives are being carried in the shoe only. It's the right time. It's a lesson to be learned from today, from this lapse which has happened in Parliament, that particularly to the gallery, anybody going there, shoes to be checked, and we should have this indicators. Jet scanners are there in Parliament, and this
but what about but Mr. Mishra, Mr. Mishra, I want to understand one thing. The visitor's pass has been issued to these people through Mr. Pratap Sima, BJP MP from Mysuru's office.
Yeah.
Once it's issued by the MP, is there any double checking?
Yes. Even if that doesn't mean that Honorable MP has given a pass, means he goes straight. He has to go through all the paraphernalia, reception checkup, building gate checkup, and gallery gate checkup, and all the physical frisking. It has to be done. And you see, we have got the air detector. Then what for these technical equipments are there? Every equipment is there. The worst part of it, most of the equipments are not being utilized. And that is what the lapse has happened. It is a security lapse.
No, what do you mean by
security
equipment,
breach,
sir? No,
and
I
this should
don't
not be
understand. Are
pardoned.
you telling me
Heads
that there are
must roll.
equipments to ensure the scanning which are not being utilized?
Yes, yes, yes. We have got the jet scanners and we have got the air vapor detectors and air detectors. They can detect any substance, any explosives going inside. It is since long it is there. Air detectors are there and vapor detectors are there. They are being utilized, and also jet scanner. 3D jet scanners are there, and that could have been done for gallery at least, because they are the civilians who are going. And when Honorable MP is giving the pass, he is recommending that this gentleman can go to the gallery, but the security persons, it is their business. They are being utilized for that, to check, to frisk them properly.
Okay.
This is not a question that they will carry it in the shoes. They will carry it in the collar of the shoulder of the shirt. No, that's not permissible. It is definitely a frisking problem which has happened. They were not frisked properly.
Okay.
And it is a security breach, security lapse in the parliament.
Okay,
Very
those are
clear case.
Okay, those are strong words that have been used today by you, Mr. Mishra, Mr. Rao, and others. This is a wake-up call.
Absolutely.
The only way to describe what has
Yes.
happened in Parliament is a complete
This is a
wake-up
wake-up
call
call.
for a parliamentary system, which I'll tell you, accredited journalists sometimes are denied entry into Parliament. Several of them, very senior journalists, are being denied entry into Parliament. And yet, visitors' passes can be freely given by MPs to people who, as it turns out, are intruders who are carrying gas canisters. Somebody in that system now needs to wake up. And I can only say this time it's a government MP, ruling party MP, who has been found to have given that visitor's pass. Assume that this was someone from the opposition. What would the reaction then of the Parliamentary Affairs Minister or indeed the Lok Sabha Speaker be? That's something that the Speaker's office should be telling us when they are ready to make an official statement.